Hi, I'm Rob McFadden, Principal at Queen Elizabeth Public School in Trenton. We're a K-8 school serving approximately 285 students. Our grade 6 students from two other Trenton schools join us for their 7 and 8 years. We're a staff of 14 teachers and 10 support staff and 2 administration. We're currently entering the 3rd year of our turnaround project, a project initiated by the Ministry of Education to improve reading skills in the primary level. Transfers and admissions at Queen Elizabeth Public School make up about 50% of our student population on a yearly basis. Our school nutrition program is one of the busiest in the district in terms of financial need and number of students served. About 35% of students at Queen Elizabeth Public School have an individual education plan. We'd like to share with you today a framework for school improvement. It includes some of the key factors to improve student achievement. This framework was developed by Hill and Cravola and is laid out in the Guide to Effective Instruction in Reading, K-3, by the Ministry of Education, and also is in the Literacy for Learning Expert Panel Report for grades 4 to 6. The framework includes 4 main headings: shared vision and culture, leadership and coordination, professional learning teams, and homeschooling and community partners. The first step in identifying a shared vision and culture is to ask staff to identify their shared vision of learning. We have to ask ourselves the question, are all students learning? If staff does not begin with this discussion first, and rather begins by gathering and analyzing data, the process becomes head-driven rather than driven by the heart. This will lead to a tendency to rationalize and lay blame. We had to believe that all students could learn, and we also had to accept the moral imperative to ensure that they did so. The diagnostic report provided us with insight into the misalignment between our teaching practices and the needs of our students. This is a process of taking a long, hard look in the mirror and facing the sober reality that despite working very hard as teachers, we weren't meeting the unique needs of our learners. We spent a lot of time in that first year examining research that told us that despite the socioeconomic circumstances that our students came to us with, that we controlled the factors of effective schools, and those factors could almost entirely overcome the effects of student background on learning. A culture of rationalizing and status quo regarding the state of learning in our school has swung to a culture of high expectations for learning for all. Our students used to refer to themselves and the school in a derogatory way. They lack self-confidence in our school and in themselves as learners. That's not what we're about anymore. The role of administration is crucial in this process. Teachers need the support of administration to facilitate the school improvement process. Teachers need time to collaborate. Teachers need resources, the tools of the trade to do their job. They need clear goals and high expectations in the work that they do. They need access to current and timely information to make data-driven decisions about instruction. Teachers need to feel like they have a voice in the school improvement plan process. Significant in this experience is the shift in the way that we develop and utilize a school improvement plan. We developed school improvement plans in the past, but what we've learned, there's some crucial and unique components about developing and utilizing a school improvement plan based on a diagnostic report. Our school improvement plan now has explicit objectives and indicators of success. We're focusing on one thing, primary reading, and we're deciding to do it well. It includes long-term and short-term goals with clear timelines. Decisions about budget, human resources are all linked to supporting the school improvement plan. This is a living, breathing document. We come back to it in our team meetings on a regular basis, monitor it, and adjust as necessary to ensure that we're on the right track. As we become more comfortable with analyzing data and articulating our needs in terms of professional development, we've noticed a shift from our Year 2 school improvement plan. The verbs that we're using in our Year 2 plan have become more explicit. It's more tangible language. It's a doing language. We're actually shifting our language to the higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy, the same thing we're asking our students to do. Our professional learning teams are guided by 3 essential questions. What do we want students to learn? How will we know when they've learned it? And what will we do if they have not learned it?